gonna make the video like this today. Hello and welcome to our lore. Let's catch you up. So the task is simple, fairly easy, but I keep procrastinating. I just gotta read 4 books. How hard could it be? Except that it could have been a Teen Titans comic book collection, and instead it's books from my self-help phase that I don't click with anymore. And they're outdated. And I actually have no idea how to do things I hate, even though I give pretty obscure tips sometimes. So the idea was born. Trying internet advice. How to do things you hate edition. I learned that there is an emotional and executive aspect to overcoming procrastination. First, you overcome the emotional barrier, then you actually do the task. So let's get started on the tips. One of the tips were like meditate on your fears, and while I rolled my eyes at the mention of meditating, this could help some people. Not necessarily you need to meditate. Acknowledge that you fear because it means something to you. If you fail or if you don't do it well, you could cry, you could feel hurt, feel like a failure. You will put a lot of pressure on yourself. That paralyzes you and doesn't help you. And that's why, instead of focusing on the end result and achievements, focus on giving your all through every step of the process. And know that failure only means the beginning. The second tip is to meditate on why. From there, I actually found myself a reason, a why, just from rambling on in some random note-taking device. The next and last tip to overcoming the emotional barrier of doing things you hate is to find gratitude or find the good in it, or maybe take it as a challenge, an opportunity to improve. Honestly, like after finishing the task, after reading the books, I still feel yeah, I'm bitter. Why can't we just hate it and do it at the same time? I feel like trying to love doing or like doing something will take more willpower and kind of waste the willpower there. Just like let me like vent out my feelings while I do the task. Like Harvard Business Review gets me. They give pretty good practical tips to actually help you do a certain task. But for execution, there are around 15 tips to evaluate and share with you. So let's just start with the basics. First, number 1 is to split the task into smaller tasks. If you think you split enough, split it again. Did it work? Yes. So I was supposed to read my book, like it was kind of a big chunk, fairly big chunk, and I saw it as a small chunk. But I noticed that this section of the book could actually be split into smaller sections, and it actually helped me stop procrastinating. Number 2, take breaks in between often. Between each chapter, I would take a break. Sometimes though, I would take a break in between a chapter, not after finishing a whole chapter because the chapter is big or maybe I need a break. So that actually helped me finish reading the book. Number 3, you reward yourself. A break should not be turned into a reward. Do something more cheery instead of a break. You don't need to earn a break. Did this work? Yes, I rewarded myself with like music or going out or social media, and it helped me finish it. Number 4, remind yourself why you're doing this and the good feeling that comes after accomplishing it. My personal opinion is that these tips are a bit meh. You can't tell someone who is struggling more than emotionally. Remember how it feels when you finish it. Like, okay, I still can't do it. It will work for some people, especially if you struggle with having motivation and you get motivated by that. And no one, not even I, can talk that down. Next, here is where my tips start coming in. Number 5, don't be afraid to trail off and be selfish about your priorities and reasonings for finishing the task. I'm reading it not because it will make my boss happy, it's because I can find my own insights and stuff from this task that I can apply in making my own projects for my personal gain. Number 6, some things just don't need to be done. 2 out of 4 books were really irrelevant for me and I ended up not reading them. It was just a waste of time, especially because I could just read a summary from Google. It didn't need much of my insights. Number 7, prioritize self-care and making your 5 senses happy. Be it like a fragrance, candles, just make sure you shower, freshen yourself, feed yourself, and hydrate before even thinking about touching your computer for work. Lessons from a workaholic. I also have another string of tips that helped me get the task I hate done, and I helped you braid it into chronological order. So incorporating even the tips from before. Number 1, prioritize self-care and making your 5 senses happy. Number 2, split the tasks into smaller tasks, and if you think you've split it small enough, split it even more. Number 3, have a bare minimum goal. After achieving your bare minimum goal of like maybe 1 page or 1 minute of doing the certain task, if you don't want to continue, you don't need to. That's the point of the bare minimum goal. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Number 4, change your environment. Instead of studying in your room, study in your university or study in a mall. Number 5, dedicate a chunk of time for doing the certain thing. I changed my environment. I was somewhere else and I decided, okay, I'm just going to take this one book and focus on finishing that one book. Guess what? I did. You now have a chunk of time for doing that thing. That kind of enables you to take breaks in between. Number 6, and take breaks often. Number 7, you do something you enjoy during or after the task. And for me, it's like listening to music or watching some videos. I don't know why, but like listening to music is a mood lifter and just makes it so much more enjoyable, even not just bearable, it's enjoyable. Number 8, after completing the task, reward yourself with anything. Going out,
Hello.
lazy days, anything. So what is the verdict on internet advice? I would say that it's pretty great, pretty good. If you struggle with things like ADHD or other things, then I suggest watching the channel How to ADHD and my channel, I guess, because it me. That's a little bit off the cuff. Goodbye. What was my outro? Till next time, we will continue the lore. Come on.